live. We are live. Now, I actually do want a lot of people to run into the live chat, so I'm actually going to take some time to edit the title of this stream. So, blood in streets everywhere. Russia, Ukraine, fears, tank stock, crypto markets. Okay, there's not enough. Okay. Panic. Russia, Ukraine, tank stock, crypto markets, Titano, finance, forks, Pallas, Poseidon, Hera. Because I do want to talk about Hera money. Because let's see, Russia, Ukraine, tank stock, crypto markets, Titano, finance, forks. Let's see. Let's see. I do need to type in the word news for the panic news. Russia, Ukraine fears tank stock crypto markets, Titano, forks, Pallas, Poseidon, Hera money, and I do have the word Titano in there, so I'll be able to rank for that. Intro and setup. Okay. And then I will put in the link for Hera money, so that's the first thing I'll go there. So please read the description, but I'll just say it right off the bat once I'm done doing this. So there's a new Titano. I'll just get this out of the way real quick, and then we'll go over it maybe later again. But there's a new Titano fork called Hera money. So technically I want to get on the whitelist for the pre-launch, and I'm a little hesitant because there's another one called Aranos, but it's run by Russians. Right now there's a Russia-Ukraine situation going on, and I'm actually somewhat concerned that there's some red flags there, and I think it could be a scam. That's why I'm not pushing it. But Hera money, I think they seem nicer. I think it's just one guy as a developer. So, but so far they're following the same steps as Poseidon, Pallas, and Titano. So I'm willing to bet a little bit of my reputation on Hera. They're not asking for money yet either, so that's also another good sign. But that's the Discord link. Just join. I need 5 invites or whatever to get whitelist. But to be honest, I actually need way more than that because I need everybody that's watching this to go join Hera money and vote Avalanche. Because right now it's between Phantom, who's winning, which is pissing me off, and Avalanche. I'm on where to deploy Hera money on. All right. Right now there's more lag on Phantom Network, and stupid idiots are still voting for Phantom Network. I don't understand it. It's like, I really don't. FTM. Okay, so it's coming back down, but right now it was spiking because today is technically the snapshot day for the DAO Wars. But there's already like 2 projects with the 3rd Titano fork coming on Phantom. So now with Hera money, we're going to have 4. It's like this thing is oversaturated. I don't want wasted money on marketing on Phantom when you can just go into Avalanche, a bigger coin. That'll just have much more opportunity and it's just cheaper and you just devote more money because the dev for Hera was asking the community for a vote on hiring a Solidity dev, right? And he immediately deleted the message because that actually is a real, I didn't like that, and I suspect he figured it out. Intro and setup. Hera money, new Titano alternative pre-launch. Check it out. Okay, so we'll set the beginning of this intro to Hera money, basically. So from the way it looks, Hera is basically a Titano fork. Like they're actually going with the Titano's APY, which is fine. It's nice and lower. And then we know that Titano Finance is doing pretty well. So I mean, I'm kind of like going out of order because I thought I was going to do this later, but I guess I'll just get this out of the way and then we'll go back. We'll look at the overall markets, and then we'll go over, Titano and Pallas and Poseidon and like all the updates I've got for that. Because I do want to rank for a bunch of keywords here. So, brand new. We'll see how Hera money goes. As always, just assume every single project is a rug pull scam. So invest accordingly. And then over time, as long as it doesn't actually rug pull, the risk of rug pull goes down because obviously it's just, it's just like the Google algorithm, right? Google knows that there's a lot of scammers and like bad hackers or whatever, but they can't just prejudge every single website that they index. So they have to see signals over time of consistent good content, and then they'll just eventually assume, oh, you're actually a legit person. Okay, fine, right? And then you rank like normal, right? And it's the same thing with any of these Titano forks, because there's a lot of them coming down the pipeline, right? There's a lot of them, and I know at least one or two of them are going to be scams. The problem is, it's like whack-a-mole, right? Which one is going to be the scam? You're hoping you're not going to get hit in the head by the whack-a-mole, right? So we'll see how it is. I'm okay with maybe just doing the invites for this, and then we'll see what happens. Obviously, I hope it's not a scam. Otherwise, if it is, I lose a little bit of reputation, and I get kind of annoyed. But right now things are pretty bad in the markets, so let's get right into that. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to her, man? She looks like she just got blown away by something. Okay, so first thing first, it's going to be a little different format today if you haven't noticed, because there's no point doing technicals or normie intros. We know what's going on, so now we got to ride the bear, which could potentially get worse. So I just finished watching Greg Manarino's video here, right? Let's see, and he's actually tweeting. Actually, we need to read this because this Russia-Ukraine thing is actually what's because now that the vaccine and COVID shit is starting, the fears are dying down. The fake news terrorist media need a new boogeyman, and what better perfect timing than Ukraine and Russia? In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the globalists are ginning up like fears in Ukraine, Russia, and Eastern Europe just to keep the fear machine going. And so far, it's working, right? Because even Europe has had enough. They're actually telling the U.S. to go fuck themselves, with the exception of UK, Netherlands, and I forgot the other cuck nations. I mean, there's Australia in there too, but they're not in Europe, obviously. Lions and friends, the markets are on edge. Russian stocks collapse as U.S. orders diplomats out of Ukraine, blah, blah, right. Yeah, I already read this from Disclose.tv like an hour ago. Yeah, but the Russian stock market right now is also tanking because of this shit. So even at home, well, Russian homes for Russians, even back home for them, like, they're pretty scared of the Ukraine-Russia shit. And I think right now, as of right now, Russia has 100,000 troops at the Ukrainian border, or about 200 miles away. So they're ready to go. Russia's ready to go. Like, the world really does believe Russia's going to go in. I couldn't buy this morning. I have added my bank positions substantially as of late. I will continue to do so. Drivers and markets remain intact. Yeah, and also the MMR. Yeah. So, okay, and this is good. I think exactly what Greg Manarino was talking about is happening. So we might as well get this shit over with. All right. So we got a lot to deconstruct here. So what's going on, right? Fear and FUD and greed index completely just dying. It's at 13. I mean, in fact, I'm a little curious to know in a very sadistic way what 0 would look like, right? So Greg Manarino, right? He packed pretty much what I was kind of thinking, but I needed to hear from someone smarter than me. So Russia, Ukraine now is at the forefront, right? Because again, as I just said, vaccine stuff is no longer doing the job for fear. Right, so new boogeyman, Russia, right? Russia, Putin, and it's working. So yeah, everything is just tanking, right? Stocks are tanking, cryptocurrencies are tanking. In fact, I actually reopened another put position on Ledger X. I just bought like 7 puts, and I paid like $30 for it, and they expire this Friday. That's why I got them for so cheap, and basically, I'm going to sell those puts either tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night my time, or Wednesday before 1 o'clock, which is because the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is when he speaks. But right now, I need some protection against this fear because, I mean, shit's going to keep going down. Like, Saturday and Sunday was looking a little hopeful, so I bought some more cheap calls that expire also at the end of this week. I bought like 200 of them for like $20. Yeah, I mean, as long as these fears and the uncertainty before the Federal Reserve is resolved, we're just going to keep going down. So what Greg said was the bond markets and everything look pretty solid. The dollar is up, right? So classic fear trade. But the fundamentals remain good. So what did Greg want to say? Because I just finished watching the video and I started streaming. Okay, so he wants to see a market capitulation, which basically means we need to see a terrible stock market day today. We need to go down like fucking 3-4%. Like we need like a minus 1,000 down. And right now right now it's 9:41 a.m. here in New York City, so it literally just market's just opened. Yeah, it's already on its way there. All right, we need to see blood on the streets. All right, we need to see massacres in the stock market, like people like crying and maybe screaming at cops or whatever. I want to be careful what I say because I don't want to accidentally be flagged or whatever, right? So basically, horrible shit, all right? Basically, I need to see more sell-offs in the crypto markets too, right? Because he didn't mention this, but it's the same thing because everything's dumping. Even rich, long-time hedge fund institutions are dumping all of their crypto, all right? Like actual institutions. They thought crypto was going to keep going up. Now they're dumping it. Now they're dumping everything. Everything. Right? Because retail people are already out of crypto. Look at this. Like we've been tracking this every time we've been streaming, right? It's not retail buying this shit. It's definitely not retail dumping it because they don't have any more. They've been gone. Right? Where am I? Shit. Oh. Hey, Turtle Nugget. Bitcoin still goes down. Yeah. Because what's happening is the same people who invest in stock markets are the same people who also invest in cryptocurrencies, right? Because they're the ones with all the money. So if they're dumping the markets, they're also dumping crypto because they're in full panic mode. Like rich hedge funds are just in full panic mode. I mean, I don't want to go to Mr. Whale's Twitter, but any like perma bear Twitter account, they'll tweet about it, and of course they'll just say dumb retard G-word shit like Bitcoin going to zero. All right, it's not going to zero. It's going to go down pretty hard. So everything's selling off, right? And funny enough, the only thing that's working is Titano and Titano forks. It's a crazy world. All right, so like Greg Manarino said, he wants to see blood a lot today. He wants to see like a capitulation is the word he used. And we just sell off like crazy. And then once we get the sell off, then we get the Federal Reserve meeting that's taking place, this Friday. They raise interest rates, the market rallies and rebounds off of that. Right? That's literally what Greg Manarino said. That would be the ideal situation. So with that being said, so far, everything Greg has been saying has been coming true. We're getting that sell-off. It's only 9:44 a.m. I'm expecting total blood. Like, I actually took out a put over the weekend, sold it for a small profit, and I reopened another one because I'm seeing this now. I closed it yesterday because Bitcoin was going up. So, yeah. So the simple fact that I'm able to day trade, essentially, short positions, I'm not even doing it just to make profit, even though that's obviously the objective. I'm doing it because I need to protect myself. Because if we do get that big sell-off today in the stock markets, and no doubt it'll bleed over to crypto markets, right? Bitcoin goes to 30. Bitcoin's going to go to like 30,000, all right? It's going to go to 31, 30,000 by tonight if everything just keeps like literally, like forget about rug pulls. The entire world markets are getting the entire rug pulled from under them. And it's going to just be mass panic, right? When you got rich people, seasoned veteran investors, hedge funds, dumping in a panic. Oh yeah, I know that this shit's like not over yet. It's not over yet, which sucks, but we know how to deal with it. At least I know how to deal with it. Just buy some put options, right? Ride the bear down, make profit on the way down, and then sell again. As I said, I'm personally going to either sell tomorrow night or Wednesday morning before 1 p.m. I haven't decided yet because there's just too much shit going on. I mean, yeah, look at this. Just as I talk, now we're at minus 534 Dow. I mean, I don't even need to look at the NASDAQ, right? This thing's already down 2.23%, right? So, and then there's an added bonus too. It makes Joe Biden look bad. It really makes the Democrats look bad because now everyone's retirements are going to zero, all right? Or they're going close to zero because remember, most American workers have 401k plans, and what are they invested in? The stock market. So, in fact, blood in the streets everywhere, all markets down. You voted Democrat, this is what you get. Enjoy your 401k plans going to zero. Thanks, shitlibs. Me? I'm buying put options to protect myself and profit. This is getting a lot uglier. Okay, I'm actually going to post this on Gab. I also seem to have a bunch of DMs for some reason. Okay, so yeah, this is actually, yeah, this is just Gab spurging out. I already answered those DMs. So, okay. Sleepy Joe at it again. Yeah, but I mean, again, he doesn't even know what date it is today. Actually, half the time I don't even know what it is. I have to rely on my computer to do that for me. But yeah, I know what you mean. So, all right. I mean, even crude oil is down. I mean, look, it's down 1.76%. So the good news is we're getting the capitulation, but we'll have to wait literally the whole trading day. So, all right, you know what? I want to get this over with. I want to make some money off of my 7 put options that I opened up on Ledger X. I mean, again, to be honest, as much as I want to just sell it for a profit, because in fact it's probably already going to profit now. Let me see. 290 to 432. So it's still the same bid, but the asking price, I'm looking on Chrome so I bought at 335, now it's at 432. So it's already up 33%. So yeah, so I literally bought put options like literally an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago, and I'm already up 33% on my $30 or whatever. Now, of course, I still have to, try to sell it or whatever, but the point is, I'm not going to sell. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. Right? In fact, I'm kind of surprised Bitcoin's still holding up relatively well. Ethereum is getting its ass raped. So is Binance Coin. I mean, look at the 7 days on this. Right? It's going to get much worse. If the rest of the markets are going down, you can bet everyone else is going down. Solana is even bloodier, minus 40%. All right? Avalanche taking a massive hit. In fact, I sold my Avalanche on Hotbit, and I'm holding Tether right now because that's the native universal stablecoin of Hotbit, right? Not because I don't believe in Avalanche, but because I know it's going to go down, right? And it's already gone down. All right. So even Polymatic, like a lot of really good projects for crypto are all going down. I mean, look at this shit, right? 7-day or 24-hour. A couple of things are doing okay, which happen to be stable coins. So if you have stable coins, you're probably doing really well because everyone else is losing their shirt, right? And they're probably not buying put options, right? Put down options. You make money when the markets go down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. All right, so we'll have to see. All right, now I need to take a look at the dollar, which is going up like crazy, right? This is the relative strength of the dollar, not the absolute strength, because the absolute strength of the dollar, like Greg says, is always going down because of this, right? Because of this, right? Fed balance sheet skyrocketing, money supply hyperinflating, right? M1 is quintuple. The M2 money supply is about quadruple, right? So that's 4x and 5x. Right? I mean, Jesus Christ, just look at that. Man. Like, what the like, what is this? All right, so, okay, so, yeah, and like Greg said, money is flowing into the debt market. Like, this is probably not the Federal Reserve, but this is actual people. So it looks like what's happening is people who own very short-term debt is selling it for cash and then using that exact same cash to go buy this debt. So we got short-term debt being sold off to buy medium, well, semi-medium, like the 2-year, and long-term debt. So, like, yeah, like Greg says, classic fear trade. It's, like, very obvious. Debt yields go down, dollar index goes up, which is this, Dixie, the DXY, NYB. Perfect. And therefore, the MMRI is lower. It's at 102.1, 102.7. So it's going down. Market risk is actually going down, hilariously enough. So now it's just a matter of how do you want to, like I don't recommend day trading. In my particular case, I'm willing to do it because I need protection. Because I want markets to go back up, obviously, right? We all want to go back up. But it's not going to until after we all get our asses raped, unfortunately. So, you know what? I need protection against ass raping. So, I'm buying puts. I'm buying puts and I'm riding this thing down. Alright? It's actually kind of easy because we know what to look for. right? We know the events we're waiting on. Federal Reserve announcement, right? 1 p.m. New York City time, maybe even earlier. I'm definitely going to check. I might even consider just live streaming that in lieu of a normal stream on Wednesday, because Wednesday is a really big thing, right? And I need to immediately start whatever, right? So there's that, and of course we got the stupid Russia-Ukraine bullshit that's going on right now. Because on the one hand, Russia is got a legitimate reason to actually go invade Ukraine. Well, legitimate to their point of view. And most Ukrainians, at least Eastern Ukrainians, they actually see themselves as Russian. So they actually want Russia to come in. But then you got many countries in Europe actually telling the U.S. to go fuck themselves, and then they're negotiating with the Russians and Ukrainians themselves. And in fact, Russia and Ukraine are happy to kick out the U.S. because nobody likes America. Nobody likes America, right? But they don't get a say on it because America's got owns everything. That's why New York Times wrote an article saying that Biden's just gonna just roll in troops and tanks into Ukraine. They say, yeah, fuck everybody. It's George Bush all over again, except this time it's a Democrat doing it. So there's no pushback against that. It's like so scummy. It's so fucking scummy. Greetings from London. My ass has been raped last week or two, but eagerly awaiting Congruent going live. Wish I had some spare money to buy more meta now. Yeah, we all do. I mean, in fact, what is meta at? I mean, I don't even have it open anymore. Gee, which one of these is it? Is it this one? No, that's Titano. Oh, great. This is wonderful. Which one is ours? I don't even know which one it is. Meta Musk, Meta Inu, Meta Cash. Okay, I'll load 20 more. What happens if I type in Metaverse Pro? Yeah, unfortunately I don't have it open anymore. But yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, the only way, I don't know if you have access to a derivatives trading account, but buying puts would be one thing you could do. Otherwise, I would just wait this out or just yield farm off of stable coins. In fact, that's actually another thing I wanted to look at real quick. What are the stablecoin yields on Phantom right now? Switch to Phantom Network. Hold on, I gotta switch to this shit. Okay, oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Look at these rates. Wow. What the fuck happened to True USD, man? Wait, what? Oh, this is from OXDAO. No wonder it's so inflated. So this is not the real, these are not the real numbers. So Dola's doing all right, 33%. Let me see. How is Dola doing? Because the problem is they're a very leveraged stable coin. So I always want to check to make sure that, especially in a bear market, what is the value of the Dola stable coins? It's still $1 or above. Yeah. So in fact, it's been spiking like crazy. Okay. So it's been doing pretty well in this current correction slash. I don't want to call it a bear market, but I mean, I guess at this point, I'm just going to call it a bear market. So it's been doing all right, actually. So that's a good sign. Okay. So Dola's doing really good. I'm going to ignore everything that says OXDAO because this is just a temporary thing, probably. So Dola is paying out a little under 36%. Frax is paying out a little under 20%. USD a little under 20%. DAI 18%. True USD is still pretty good, under 18%. So you're still getting some pretty good money in the stablecoin markets. So let's see. I'm probably gonna do Frax, DAI, True USD, and I do want to put some money into Dola. I don't know. Maybe I should try USDC too. But the only problem is I don't want centralization risk at all. So I mean, I'd rather just buy more Dola then instead of USDC because I want decentralization. I don't want governments tracking my shit. So that's another alternative. But I don't have any money because I still never had the opportunity to establish a strong base, and it just sucks because I'm getting hit pretty hard. I'm doing okay. If I sold all of my profits from Titano, Pallas, and Poseidon even, you know, the minted rewards, I would do okay. But I'm not selling, not yet. Like, I need to be forced to sell, basically. So for the most part, I mean, I think I kind of covered everything, right? Because I do want to move on to Titano and the other forks. And I already went over Hera money at the beginning. So, okay, so let me see. Before I move on, is there anything else? Ah, jeez, this stupid evil fuck, fucking Jim Cramer. So anyway, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So we'll just have to see how the markets play this out. We'll see how much blood there is in the streets today. 578, 288, blah blah blah. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, blood in the street. Now you vote there. This is what you get. 24 going to 0. Thanks. Oops, me and Bike put on a pro. This is getting a lot uglier. Let me see. Yeah, fuck gold and silver. I hate that shit. But everything else is probably okay though. Also, why is this thing censored? He's literally not saying anything bad. The censorship in Twitter is just so fucking shit, and I hate that I have to use it. Alright, so those are the markets. We'll see what happens later. I would like to see Bitcoin eventually hit 30K, because not only will my put options moon, because the strike price is 30,000. I want to see full-on blood panic. I mean, at this point, I want this to get. I want to get over with. All right, this meandering is really annoying, and all it does is prolonging our pain. All right, so again, today, tomorrow, gonna probably be shit. Especially if Russia actually rolls into Ukraine. I mean, at that point, that can only be counteracted by the Federal Reserve announcing rate hikes, and then we'll have a neutral day, I think, in the markets. Or maybe the markets will continue to go down a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to need to see what Greg Manarian has to say about it. So, let's see. Russia, Ukraine. Oh, yeah, there's the Russia Bitcoin ban, but when they first announced it that day, nobody gave a shit in the crypto market, so they just ignored it. So it's probably a nothing burger. Well, Russian invasion would be... Yeah, shut up, Boris. Ukraine, what will we do if Russia attacks? CNN. I mean, the problem is, I never see any articles from the point of view of Russia. So you have to go to, like, RT News. Boris kind of must how far will go to defend Ukraine. Well, unfortunately, we don't get a say, but we'll try not to. So let's see. I'm sure that Russia today's got to have something here. I'm gonna need attention. He persuaded himself to survive. The giant who never surrendered. Trump's social media manager becomes best for any super PAC ever, or special purpose something vehicle. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is actually why Russia planned to ban crypto, not supported by the Russian government actually, and cops claims NP. So this is actually. Top airline punishes overweight employees for arrest. I shouldn't actually, well, actually, I am going to laugh. And yeah, this is actually a thing from before. And actually, you do kind of need to, because weight on an airplane is actually very important. Because if you overload an airplane, you'll crash and die. So, no time for woke shit, because everyone will die. Russian Navy, so I don't really see too much. Israel planning mass Jewish evacuation from Ukraine, so even Israel's pulling out of Ukraine apparently. Okay, so I don't see too many. So I'm going to actually put this out there. Russian ban on cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is not supported by their Congress and cops. So I'm going to get this out there. So this is actually why. So this is actually why. I'm going to retweet this because this tweet is way more important than this one. I might as well inflate my numbers. So this is the reason why Russia ban on Bitcoin does not mean anything, because they're not going to, because the people don't want to ban it, which is what I thought, because Russians themselves love crypto. I mean, play Escape from Tarkov, man. Nikita, the guy who founded Battlestate Games and is the head developer, I assume, for Escape from Tarkov. He loves fucking Bitcoin, man. In fact, he loves crypto, man. You can farm Bitcoins and shit in that game, and like and other fake cryptos. Not that Bitcoin's fake, but like GP coin and some other coin I forgot, and then just get rubles for it. He's totally on board with Bitcoin. I fucking love that. So, all right, well, we'll wait and see what happens with the Russia-Ukraine thing, because I don't think anybody really wants it except Satanists and Joe Biden and the globalists and our defense industry, you know, here back home in America and everywhere else. So basically the usual warmongering F words, you know, your George Bushes and Bill Clintons and shit. Oh, okay, so let's get to this. Okay, so where are we at right now? 30.5 minutes, okay. Alright, so Titano, I already did a pretty good video on whatever, I think it was Saturday. But what I wanted to go over was, hey, I want to check up on this, so I like this a lot. So they definitely did a much better job with the UI. Like, it takes a little bit getting used to, but I like it. I can see the circulating supply, the market cap looks good. Back liquidity, for some reason, is infinity, fine. You can see the average Titano holding, so this is an interesting number. The price of Titano has been holding really well. Everyone is literally losing all their money except Titano and Titano forks. So I like the treasury where you can see how much it's gone up by a percentage, so that's really, really handy. So this is really good. This is very good. I don't know what this is, but obviously they need to fix whatever it is because it's obviously not supposed to be zero. But I also don't care. So they just awarded the 3 winners, and they announced Discord and on Twitter who the winners are. That's another problem. Like, they actually post your address, so that's another reason why I'm never gonna play because I don't want to dox myself. Because all my shit's actually in those addresses. So, because that's how you have to play this, right? So it started at 0 and then immediately lasts for 3.5 days and went from 0 now to $4,700. So basically, as I said, in case you didn't watch my video on Saturday, which you should, about Titano play and all the changes, basically this APY obviously goes down the more Papegas that jump into, you know, Titano play. Right now it's at about 27 million. In fact, it's gone down because some people withdrew. They actually took the penalty because literally Titano play is only like 2 days old, I think, or 3 days old. Probably 2 days old. But anyway, yeah, so from what I read from the documentation, they did update it, so maybe I need to read it again. But basically, this APY is actually the base Titano APY, but they only give you a little bit of it. So this difference that you see in the current APY, so basically all 101% APY, is actually this. So it's basically a way to redistribute everyone's rewards that they would normally get if 27 million Titano coins were staking normally. So you're only getting a small portion of that here in exchange for being the one lucky guy that basically steals everyone else's APY. So that's kind of like how it works, right? So that's why this pot is constantly growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's an interesting concept. Like Moonpots did not do this. So I'm kind of curious to see, you know, how this will play out. Like, this will definitely be a self-contained system, but not everyone's going to participate in Titano play. So from the way it looks, only 5 to 10% of actual Titano tokens are going into this, out of the circulating supply. Right? Because all you have to do is do 27 million divided by 401.4 million, and then whatever that percentage is. Because 10% is 40, 5% is million, 20 million. So 5% is 20 million, so 27 million is obviously above 5%. So it's really more like 6, 7%. But, you know, let's see how it plays out, because it's brand new, it's a new shiny toy, everyone's just trying it out. Let's see what happens when reality, when reality sets in, because there's always going to be someone in here. Because if nobody's in here, then all you have to do is just put in like 100 Titano and you get all the reward. So it's like, so there's going to be some game. So like they say in game theory, there's always going to be someone playing, right? In fact, there's going to be a bunch of people playing. And obviously, Titano play will have to keep developing, like I said on Saturday's video about this. They have to keep developing because Moonpots is not doing well. So you can't just have this and just call it a day, obviously. This is just the beginning, not the end. And then of course when Pallas and Poseidon and Highpoint and maybe Hera Money, when they all copy Titano play, they'll have their boosts too. So, alright, so that's basically Titano. I thought I was going to say more, but that's pretty much it. But aside from that, there's not much to say. Titano's kicking ass. They're doing very well. Titano forks are also kicking ass and doing well, and I do have a lot to say because there's the rebase problem, and the devs have said they're still working on it, and they sent in Discord the fixes, so I'll talk about that. All right, so Pallas, like Poseidon, has been having problems with the rebases because Phantom Network is constantly congested. It's better now because basically it kind of, I guess everyone's spurred out on Friday up to Friday night. The weekend was okay. I saw occasional spikes in the gas for Phantom, but Pallas has been losing rebase rewards in addition to like not getting the full reward bug, and Poseidon Finance definitely Poseidon Finance XYZ. Poseidon has definitely been losing a shit ton of rebases. I estimated last night. I was in the Discord, so you can just check the messages there. Poseidon, I'm already bouncing around. Poseidon was basically losing. We were only getting like 50 to 66% of our rewards on average. So according to Pallas, they said, I think they even tweeted it out, or it's a pinned message, but they basically said they redid a lot of things, and they said that they will they said they resynchronized the rebase reward and timer, and that things should be working like normal. And so far, I've been getting my rewards like clockwork. Now with Pallas, what's interesting was I eventually did get most, if not all, my rewards, but it came in like spurts. So the devs probably did something to just keep injecting whatever. So with that being said, Pallas is doing pretty well. My idiot camera's blocking, but they're basically hovering a little above 1 penny. So it's doing pretty well, right? And yeah, Pallas will pretty much, once they start catching up to Titanos, whatever, it's going to be, basically I'm just going to make a lot more money with Pallas than I am in Titano, because obviously I got way more Pallas coins. Okay, so with that being said, what's the deal with Poseidon? So the reason why Poseidon is dropping is because that rebase problem is actually a big problem. I actually saw 2 holders just abandon Poseidon because like there's the holder bot in the Discord for Poseidon. Yeah, people don't actually like the rebase problem. And it probably doesn't help that the website still has like bugs. It's supposed to be every 30 minutes, but as you probably already noticed, the timer is always off. So, well, not always, but it's off a lot. So people are just dumping Poseidon because fundamentally it's still kind of broken. Now, I don't personally mind because A, it's an opportunity for me, because I actually want to buy more Poseidon coins, but it's not cheap enough for me. So for now, I'm just holding my tether on Hotbit. It's like $686 or something like that. So I'm still holding. In fact, maybe I should actually, well, I don't know. It's only for a couple days, so is it even worth the gas fee? Hold on, let me see. Gas tracker. What's the gas fee right now? Yeah, see, here we go again, man. And fucking assholes for Hera money want to go on fucking Phantom. Like, this is so freaking annoying. That's why that's why I'm trying to get Hera money to go on Avalanche, so we don't have to deal with this shit. Alright, anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much why Poseidon has been dropping harder than everyone else. Also, it's a newer project. It's like 1 week younger than Pallas. But for all intents and purposes, also, I mean, I like this look of the website better. It still doesn't look as good as like the typical Titano UI. Well, the old Titano UI format. But, it's not as good looking, so that probably factors into a little more negativity for Poseidon. And of course, you got the rebase issue. Now, the good news is the devs, I think it was Doc Cove, yeah, because I actually copy and pasted. I thought I was gonna. I already have a link for the Discord invite for Hera Money, so I don't want to include the Discord message link, but it is there. You go to the Discord, you just gotta scroll up. It says, Doc Cove, one of the developers, today at 1:21 a.m. Hi all, we realized that, maybe the guy's Southern. We realized that our bot used to distribute the rebases was not really doing its job. Yeah, I can confirm that because I literally have I've been watching the rebase contract deployer for Poseidon like a hawk. It constantly fails, and even when it sends out the one Poseidon coin, we didn't get the rebase sometimes. It was so frustrating. We realize our... Oh, I read that. Indeed, when the transaction fails, it will make another attempt only 30 minutes later, and that's what distorts the APY. Since the Phantom network is overloaded, and it still is, at the moment, this creates a recurring... Oh, that's a grammar error. This creates this recurring problem. Our devs will improve it, and an APY boost will be deployed to make up for our losses. So we'll eventually get the... Oh, and he says, have a good day, soldiers. So, yeah, they're not done trying to fix the problem, right? They're obviously monitoring the situation, so they're on top of it. So you're just going to have to, unfortunately, hang tough. It's like, it's a pretty shitty time, but again, they're working hard. It's clearly obvious that they're not rug pulling, and they're not, well, not yet anyway, and they're not abandoning the project. They're continuing to try to fix the problem. And in fact, we could take a look, actually. This is the deployer. They actually add, no, actually, no, it's the wrong number. So it did not fire off. It's already off by 11 minutes. So, but I mean, there's no point though, because obviously, as we see in the gas tracker, like Phantom is going to shit right now. In fact, I'm gonna actually go into Hera money here. Yeah, it's still Phantom, you know, like Phantom is congested right now. I believe we want to hit FTN instead of AVAX. Yeah, I gotta get more people invited to Hera money, because you know we cannot have Hera money go on Phantom network, because then we have to deal with the same bullshit that Pallas and Poseidon are dealing with now. So with that being said, I am looking to buy more Poseidon coins, because I don't think I'm going to buy the pre-launch number 2 for highpoint, right? Because I don't have anything new to say for highpoint. They're still working out the launch or whatever. I mean, I'm a little annoyed that Axis is taking too long to launch, but on the other hand, it's a good thing because he really wants to take his time. And right now, market conditions are kind of shit, so you know, I just gotta suck it up and not complain. You know, I mean, hey, he's the one doing me a favor, right? Not the other way around, right? So what right do I have to complain? But you know, it's like, you know, I kind of want to get it over with too. So it's like, you know what? You know, I want my money to just maybe go into Poseidon, but the problem is it doesn't increase my bag by that much more. So, But aside from that, you know, Poseidon will just need some more time. They'll fix the issues. And then we gotta wait for the Federal Reserve Wednesday and the Russia-Ukraine thing to blow over, right? And I mean, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I mean, there's no point in me switching over to Phantom, but aside from that, though, yeah, I'm alright with this. I mean, I'm alright with this. Okay, so 16 minutes. So Poseidon actually went up a little bit. Yeah, because I mean, this is a good price for me to buy, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Because now that I'm promoting Hera, I'm going to want to buy the pre-launch for that, so that's why I'm kind of holding my money. But then, if I change my mind, I might want to buy highpoint pre-launch number 2. I mean, I want to stock up more of those tokens. I don't know, there's just a lot of options. So we'll see. Alright, well, I don't see chat asking me any questions, so I'm just going to go. In fact, I imagine people are just crying and panicking, right? Because everything's going to shit right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I want to see. I want to see more red. I want to see more blood in the streets. I want to see longtime Democrats get so angry that they just say, I'm not a Democrat anymore. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck you all. That's how I know we should be getting somewhat close to the bottom. So, yeah. So, Greg Manarino should be very happy right now. In fact, is he tweeting anything else out? No, he didn't tweet anything new out. So we're definitely going to get the capitulation today, right? Because I don't know what else you would call this. Like, this is just total bloodbath. Total bloodbath. Total bloodbath. Total bloodbath. In fact, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ, minus 3%. Dow, minus 2%. More blood for the blood gods. Yeah, let's have fun with this. Alright. Now, this is a little unfortunate. I don't see crypto going down as much. But it is going down a little bit, so we'll see. Maybe by later today. Because maybe right now what's happening is all the rich people are too busy dumping stocks. They're not paying attention to crypto. But once they're done dumping stocks, they'll then turn on their cryptocurrency accounts and their MetaMask or Trust Wallet, whatever they use, and start dumping their cryptos. And how ironic, I'm wearing a red shirt. I just noticed that. So, alright. This looks pretty good. This looks good. I know exactly what's happening. You now know what's happening. So now you can feel more reassured. And then just ride the bear. My put positions, I'm actually kind of curious. Yeah, my put positions are increasing. It's not by much yet, but that'll soon change because LedgerX now is quoting the Bitcoin at $33,350, $375 on average. So, oh yeah, more blood for the blood gods. Ah, yes. I mean, I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, but I do for whatever reason seem to like that. I don't know why, but I just like that from World of Warcraft. So, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is yeah, even this tweet's getting some good engagement. That's how I know shit's going down, man. And it's only 10:17 a.m. I mean, before we go, and there's no questions, we're gonna do a quick little prediction, right? I think I'm gonna see minus 2,000 down. More likely minus 1,500 if this keeps going. There could be a slight rebound, like a dead cat bounce, and then more drops. And of course, if we get the hammer, we get that Russian sledgehammer, and they just start moving into Ukraine right fucking now or very soon, all bets are off, man. And ironically enough, only the central banks, the Federal Reserve, can save the markets with a rate hike, with a literal rate hike raise. So, checking in, tapping in, yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's the end of the stream. Like, we've already gone on for 47 and pretty much and a half minutes. But I went over everything, so it's gonna be a good replay for you guys. It's gonna be a very good. War Russia seems highly likely. Well, I don't know about that because Europe does not want it, right? With the exception of a couple puppets like United Kingdom and Netherlands and got the others. But Europe is already negotiating with Ukraine and Russia without the United States. They told U.S. to go F themselves. It's actually on disclose.tv, and I tweeted it like yesterday or 2 days ago. Joe Biden doesn't give a shit. He says he's already wants to move troops and tanks over to Ukraine or Eastern Europe, right? So he's just going George Bush mode. And Russia does very much do want to go into Ukraine. They have pretty much every single reason to do it and no real loss, right? And then if they do that, that emboldens China and they'll just take over Taiwan. I mean, in fact, China kind of technically already owns Taiwan. It's just not formally yet, basically. So, because in Taiwan, I think Taiwanese people, like half to 66% of the people there, because they also are Chinese, right? They actually want to reunify with China, right? So, because it's been a long time since, World War II, like the Cultural Revolution in 1947, right? The boomers in Taiwan, I mean, they don't really hold much sway anymore, I guess. Maybe. Right? And the same as everywhere else. In fact, I refresh the button. Let's see. Are we at negative 750? Well, close. Negative 745. Negative 756. I mean, more blood for the blood gods, right? This is exactly what we're seeing. Oh, man. I'm so happy that I opened up those put positions, man. I mean, my crypto's not going to be happy. Right? But, I mean, whatever. Titano. What's the price of Titano? Yeah, I mean, eventually it is going to keep going down, right? Because there's just going to be way too much pressure. So even Titano and Titano forks are not going to whatever. But they will fare better than most, right? Now Pallas is back down to a little under 1 penny. It's at 0.009906. And of course, Poseidon Finance. Let's see, has this dropped already? I mean, Poseidon's already been hit, so I don't know. I'll think about buying Poseidon, but maybe for now the prudent move is just to hold my fiat, my tether, and just wait. Are you still bullish? Hell yeah, I'm bullish on Titano forks. I mean, again, just rewatch my video. It's holding better than everything else. It's also going to be the thing that's going to, if I really have to, I'll have to sell some of my Titano fork for income, which I absolutely don't want to. I want to keep compounding. Yeah, more blood, more red shirts. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna go because as much as I like to talk, I do want to try to keep this video short. And I don't know. I need to get this video finished, and I fix up all the description and timestamps so I can get this video ranking quickly. So yeah, definitely like, subscribe, spread my video around. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I might consider putting this link because I've noticed that I only get a small boost if I post my videos on the Discords, but everyone's on their mind about what's really going on. So maybe, and this video perfectly answers that. So I don't know, maybe I'll link it out in the other links or whatever. But anyway, that'll be all. Make sure you check out Hera, and when we joined with the Discord invite link that's in my Discord, that actually helps me because I need 5 people to join through that link so I can get the whitelist for the pre-launch for Hera. Vote for Avalanche, okay? I have it in the description, I mentioned it in the video, but vote for Avalanche, because right now Hera is heading towards Phantom Network, because all the Papegas keep voting fucking Phantom, right? They're voting for this, right? For this, right? Like, why? Why? Right? Gas apparently was as low as like 200, and then now it just keeps spiking out of control. It's like, I'm just so pissed. I'm just so pissed. I mean, I'll still tolerate it, obviously, but I'm just not going to be happy about it. Avalanche is just so much better, so please vote freaking Avalanche for the blockchain. The instructions are in this YouTube description. But yeah, spread the video around, join the Hera Money Discord through my Discord link so I get the credit because I need 5. Peace out, extra daily content, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be 4 days a week, but right now there's just so much shit going on between, crypto stuff and this and Russia, Ukraine, and whatever. What a time to be alive. And I'm kind of glad that, I've stopped working on the game. I've, be present with God. Now I see why. There's just so much stuff to do. So, all right, I got to do some more work. Maybe I want to take a walk, come back, marvel at more blood for the blood gods, right? Because maybe the Dow will be minus 1,000. I mean, I think I might be wrong. I think minus 2,000 for the Dow by the end of the markets might be too much. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also a circuit breaker too. So the markets have to stop trading for like an hour if I think the Dow or whatever goes down by like 3% in a day or something. I forgot when the circuit breaker triggers. Circuit breaker stock markets when? When does it trigger? Circuit breakers halts trading on the yeah, this is from Vanguard, so the world's largest index fund for the S&P 500. So circuit breakers halt trading on the nation's stock markets during big drops, and they are set at 7%, 13%, and 20% of the closing price for the previous day. Okay, and they recalculate it every day. At or after 325, trading shall continue unless there is a level 3 halt, which is minus 23. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely tweeting this out. Oh, yeah. So the first circuit breaker will trigger at minus 7%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's actually kind of a lot, actually. So we need to see some severe drops. So so the circuit breaker does trigger. It'll only probably be minus 7%, and it'll try to go to, what was the next one? 13%. So I would say a 10% drop today would probably be enough. There's no way we're hitting 20%. That would be ideal, but it's not going to drop that fast. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, there's full on FUD. There's full on FUD. So. All right, we'll see how much blood the blood god gets today. I will see you all probably tomorrow. All right, but if Russia rolls tanks and shit and troops into Ukraine, I'm obviously gonna go live again. So we'll see. But if you have the opportunity, just ride this out. If you do, yeah. Or start buying some put options just for this week. It'll be cheap, it'll be good, and it'll be good, quick, short-term protection because that's what you need right now. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm already making money off of that. Not a lot, but I really just need that really more for just protecting myself somewhat because this shit's bad. Hope the dollar falls fast. Yeah, well, the markets are falling faster than the dollar. I can definitely guarantee you that. Okay. All right, I gotta go. Got some work to do. Thanks for watching and chatting. Watch the replay because we went over a lot of good stuff. So thanks. Stop.